Good afternoon. Well, I'm going to point out the obvious today. Every day brings us a new opportunity to learn something. Or at the very least, maybe we can change the way we think about something that we already knew. And I want to share an example of that with you that just happened for me. At the age of 33, I started my Zen study, Renzai Zen. And the 20 years previous to that, I'd been a Hindu, basically understanding, studying the Vedas, the Upanishads, Hindu philosophy. And then something really appealed to me on two levels. Intellectually, Zen really appealed to me. I just liked the cerebral thinking man's. And the other thing was that because I have a noisy mind, I thought about the precept, the discipline, the learning how to silence the mind through a process of taming, eventually leading to conquering, so that you could silence. You could learn how to practice silence. And once you had silence, then you had clarity. And that appealed to me. And I went 33 years of really disciplined study, proper posture, sitting without moving, learning that meditation was like a battle, that if you didn't sweat, it wasn't really meditation, kind of like warfare. Because after all, my tradition was based on the samurai code of conduct. So it's a warrior kind of a attitude in a peaceful way, but warrior in the sense of bringing the disciplines. So silencing the mind. And then, like I said, after 33 years of practicing, I gave up because the monkey mind was always there. I could hear the monkey mind. I could hear it. Now, let me talk about silence in a different way. Silence as a naturally occurring phenomenon, a naturally occurring event, like as day fades into evening and night, we have the sunrise as a physical manifestation. The sunrise, the sunset, we can see it. And then as the night transitions and we start the other way, dawn, the transition from the darkness of night to the lightness of day, we have sunrise, another physical phenomenon. The tide going in, the tide going out. These forces of nature that we can't stop with our mind no matter how hard we try. And then I started looking at silence as a natural phenomenon. And then I realized that, of course, you couldn't stop thinking. You can't use your mind to stop a natural phenomenon. I can't stop my sunset or sunrise by using my mind. And why did I think that silence was any different? Well, because I misunderstood. I had to relearn. And what helped me to this is that I'm aware of my monkey mind because I can hear it. Through the five senses. My relationship to the world, our relationship to the world is through five senses. That's how we experience the world, and we don't really know that there's something else, but and the five senses could recognize naturally occurring phenomena: sunrise, sunset, tide coming in, tide coming out. So why to not silence? And then I realized that I couldn't always hear my mind. It was an absence. And I wasn't even aware that I wasn't hearing my mind. And then if you just take this to the logical conclusion, I was experiencing silence as a natural phenomenon. And I could just witness it like I witnessed the sunrise and the sunset. No control. So silence has been with me. Every time I was sitting and I just noticed an absence of sound. I couldn't hear, internally, I couldn't hear the mind. Aha, this must be silence. That long sought after, naturally occurring phenomenon, naturally occurring event. So I had to laugh, I had to smile. It's possible to experience silence, just as you experience the sunrise or the sunset. What is not impossible is the physical activity that leads to silencing the mind. Like running a marathon or something. Like it could become an accomplishment. And that's what I gave up on, is the accomplishment. In his place, and again, long time to recognize, many years, that silence is with me, just as the sunset and the sunrise are undeniably with all of us, as day leads into night, as night morphs into morning. So taking something old and changing how I thought about it.